stitched up, boxed up, shipped in, dropped off, tried on. Life moves fast. Fashion moves faster. At the beginning of this century, we bought almost half as much and kept clothes for twice as long. 15 years later, we bought 60% more and kept them for half the time.
It can take nearly 2,400 gallons of water to make a single pair of jeans. You see, how we make and buy clothes is hurting the planet. But here's a potential solution. The fashion industry is one of the most pollutive in the world, accounting for an estimated 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions.
The world's unwanted fashion ends its journey here.
We call them tentacles. When they first wash up on sea, they're very long.
It's creating an environmental catastrophe of unthinkable proportions.
The fashion industry needs a drastic redesign, so it doesn't even create waste in the first place.
A vast majority of textiles that are produced end up incinerated or burned. We lose about $500 billion worth of value every year because clothing's hardly worn. The majority of what is made is turned into a product, it gets used, and then at the end of its life it gets thrown away.
It takes 3,781 litres of water to produce one pair of jeans and also 2,720 to produce a single t-shirt. That's about as much as an average person drinks over 3 years. Every year, the fashion industry uses 93 billion cubic metres of water, enough to meet the consumption needs of 5 million people. 26 billion pounds of clothing and textiles wind up in landfills every year.
This represents the quantitative environmental effects that result from the different stages of production. While the dyeing and finishing stage has a high impact with regards to all indicators, fiber production has the highest impact on freshwater withdrawal and ecosystem quality due to the cotton cultivation. The high impact of the dyeing and finishing and yarn preparation stage is mainly due to the energy-intensive process and high dependence on fossil-based energy.
If you want to make sure the whole supply chain is sustainable, there are many smaller brands that can account for every step of their production process. And buying seasonless instead of trendy clothing means it won't go out of fashion and end up in the trash. Because this is a rare industry where consumers actually have a real influence.